one, I'm going to be doing my 200 sub Q&A. I'm actually going to be getting this up. I'm doing it tonight, August 18th, so that way it can be up tomorrow. So, I mean, this is the deadline for today. So I don't think there'll be any questions. So, let's see. All this video in, well, how many parts this is going to take, I don't know how long it'll take. It will be anime music or game music, alright? So, yeah. Let's get started here. First question comes from Bleach2121XX. If someone told you that you were banned from electronics of any kind, what would you do to them? This is, okay, it's just saying like this is the most random thing you could say. What would you do to them? I'd probably hunt them down, strangle them, then kill them. Well, strangle means also kill them, and try to burn that off. So yeah. Okay. Let's go on here. This is the video of 200. This is the announcement when I did it. I did announce I was doing the Q&A. These are the questions from it. First one's from Vidnoid. He says, do you know how you met any of your friends on Skype, like me, Kirk, etc.? Most of my friends I've made from Ustream or YouTube. Really the people I talk to the most on Ustream, on like Skype is Mr. Zebra Gamer, Bloody Mile, Kirk064, Vidnoid, Legend 1996, Video Game God 241. I think I said Ash6615. I don't think I did. Nerdy Zach, Wingman WXYZ. I don't really talk to him that much. I think that's about it. Sorry if I missed anyone. I haven't been on Skype this whole week. Ever since I got back in school, I can't get on Skype really. It's really hard for me to sit down and get on Skype. The only time I can get on is during the weekends really. So that's why I haven't been on, so hope that answers your question about that. Alright, so we're done with him. He said, okay, next question is from Zizors. He has 3 questions. He says, what editing programs do you use? I use Sony Vegas 9.0 Pro Edition, Pinnacle Studios 12 Ultimate, Windows Movie Maker, Camtasia Studio 6, and Audacity for commentary wise. You know, if you don't know how I use those programs, go on my how I make a video tutorial, tell you detail by detail how I use Pinnacle Studios and Sony Vegas. Unless someone needs to know how I use Movie Maker, I'm not going to bother making the video, so yeah, if you want to know how I use Movie Maker and then use it in Camtasia, by all means go ahead and ask that, and I will make a video about that. He says, what is your favorite Zelda game? It's not that hard to guess. It is The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and it also is my favorite Legend of Zelda game. My favorite game of all time. I hope the God of Skyward Sword can beat it. I know it's kind of like saying, oh man, I don't know, I just really can't wait to see what they do, and that is the day one purchase for me. He said, he also says, like, what's your favorite Sly game? I've only beaten the first Sly game. I played the second one, didn't get into it, so I can't really say I enjoyed it that much. I played through the first episode, and I was just bored. I mean, they really, it's kind of what Jak 1 and Jak 2 did. They're way different with what they were, like they just... But I got into Jak and Daxter 2 a lot faster. Like it didn't feel that different to me. I don't know. I just couldn't get into Sly 2. I haven't played Sly 3, so I can't say I like it or hate it. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite about that. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. But I will not do an LP of Sly 2. Just keep that in mind. Sly 1 is just something I consider a classic now, although I've just had it for like not even a month yet. Okay, next question comes from BLCMKC. He says, what's your favorite band? My favorite band of all time is Skillet. If you're wanting to get into them, I would recommend this album. If I can get it. Skillet Awake. This is my favorite album of all time. This band is just awesome. I absolutely love Skillet. And their other album that I own is Skillet Comatose. So yeah. If you're wanting to get into Skillet, I recommend these two. I still haven't gotten Invisible yet. but I will get around to getting that at some point in the future. I think they also have another album, but I don't know what it's called. And also, August 31st, Disturbed is releasing their new album, Asylum. That is another day one purchase for me. Alright, next, he also has what's the best name for a duck? Ducky? I don't know. And, okay. Let me just clarify this. He says, will you ever do the Cotton Eye Joe dance? When I reached 150 subs, I did that dance, but I took it off because I had to because my parents, they didn't want it up. That's just something that had to be done. I'm not going to redo it because really, another reason why I took it off, well, personally for me, is because I am not, when I went back to school, which I'm back in school now, I am not going to go back and people start giving me a hard time about that. That is something I am not going to put up with, so that's another reason why I took it off. I know YouTube's about entertaining here people, but really the majority of it was my parents wanted to take it off, and the other half was just me. I didn't want to have a hard time going to school with that, because trust me, I get enough hard time as it is. Next person is Grandmaster Wizard 10. He asked, how do you get your screen perfect during LP recording? Okay, he's basically asking, how do I get my videos in widescreen format? Go watch mine, How I Make a Video. It'll tell you step by step how I do it. So yeah. He has another question, but he kind of corrects himself in another comment, so really I'm not going to bother with that. Next question is from Video Game God 241. He says, are you ever going to remake your top 10 animes? Yes, I am. The problem is I just haven't had time to sit down and put some effort into thinking about it, because I gotta make a list. I haven't even made the list yet. I kind of got the top 5 made. I need to make the 10 through 6 for right now, and then I'll get everything, sit down and I'll probably actually do that tonight. Because I'm not recording anything. I will be uploading Mirror's Edge stuff, because by the time I'm recording this, Chapter 2 is up, and then Chapter 3 will be up very shortly, probably later tonight. And he says, do you have any recommendations for 8-bits? I got one. The Kiss X Sis opening theme. Kiss X Sis is an anime I've been watching recently, and it's just so... The idea is so... I don't want to say awful, but it's something very hard to sit through. Like, it's V got the HK, but V got the HK was funny. It's just that this one, I'm forcing myself to sit down and watch, because it's considered by many their favorite harem anime, and I'm a big fan of harem. Not in any, perverted way or anything. I'm just saying, like, I sometimes think they're the most funny. But this one is probably not the best one I've seen. The best harem I've ever seen in my life is either... I don't want to classify Canon, because Canon's not really a harem. What could be one? To Love Ru is definitely up there. Yeah, I'd say To Love Ru is probably the best one I've seen. Either that or, Shuffle. We got the education on it now. Deers. And, yeah, Nico Overrun is just decent. Really, that's all I can say about that. But other than that, that's probably the best ones I could go with. Well, I kind of rambled on about that, and I got another question about anime later. So yeah, that's all the comments on that one. There should be one more video, one more thing about me having questions in it. Comments, it'll be on my sending questions video. No, I only got, one comment. Okay, so the rest of them is just in personal messages. I got a lot of these, so I thank you guys. I'm glad when I sent that video in that you guys actually paid attention to it and sat down and thought up a question. So here we go. First set of questions comes from Skydog34. He asked 5 questions here. What's your favorite game of all time? I already answered that. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. How many games do you have in all? I'd say I have at least over 100. I don't know for sure. I own so many. Probably my biggest collection now. It used to be the GameCube, but it's probably the PS2 as of now. Because I own a lot of PS2 games. PS3 is probably my shortest. Wii would be after that. No, my Game Boy is probably my least amount of games on. But, I don't know, I own a lot of games. But, not enough to, like, overdo Scholar Stuck 17. It has, like, 500. It has, like, almost 600 or something. Other than anime, what are your favorite TV shows? I guess, I love watching Mythbusters, but I haven't watched it in a long time because there hasn't been really, I don't really pay attention to Discovery Channel anymore. Lost Tapes was my favorite show on Animal Planet. Courage the Cowardly Dog I still watch, oh my god. It's a great show for anybody. I do watch iCarly and Victorious on Nickelodeon. Disney Channel, I don't really watch it. Well, I do watch Phineas and Ferb because I think that's an okay cartoon. It's good. It's a good thing for you know, family, I guess. What else? I watch Family Guy, but not as much as I used to. South Park from time to time, but really just South Park. They've run out of ideas. I loved Drawn Together. Drawn Together was one of the best shows on Comedy Central. That and Ugly Americans. I really loved the Ugly Americans. I'm trying to think of something else. Important Things with Demetri Martin. Demetri Martin is my favorite comedian, and I just love the show. Jeff Dunham's show was stupid, in my opinion. I'm not even a big fan of Jeff Dunham anymore. Well, kind of am, but not as much as I used to be. Really, Disney Channel only has like one good show. They really dropped big time. Nickelodeon. Oh, Penguins of Madagascar. What's another show? I know there's another one on Nickelodeon that I watch. I don't watch, well, I watch SpongeBob when they show the classic episodes. I hate the new ones. He's just so stupid in that. It's like, he runs into something. Ha ha ha, it's supposed to be funny. That's just retarded comedy. That's what all TV shows are doing now. It's stupid. American Dragon Drake Long, that was a good cartoon. I don't really watch that many live action stuff, because really all of it's just stupid, except for like, oh, Drake and Josh. I can't forget about Drake and Josh. That's a classic. Man, there's so many. No, that's an anime. I was about to say, no, it's an anime. It's on Adult Swim. I'm trying to remember the freaking name of it. What is the name of that show on Adult Swim that I love? It's not King of the Hill. I do watch King of the Hill sometimes. Stroker and Hoop. Best show on Adult Swim by far. Okay, I've spent way too much time on that question, but you get the idea. Do you have any pets? I have 2 cats. One's a calico, and one is, I don't really know. It's just like this fat one, a kind of white, has black spots. I don't really know. Can you do a Let's Play of The Simpsons Hit and Run? Here's the deal. I do have that game. I will say I have that game. Thing is, I never beat it. I can never pass the final mission. Plus, I never really did any of all the levels. I kind of used a cheat code to get through all the levels. Well, kinda, I don't know.